Now, this is our first show back since last week's horrific mass shooting at Annunciation Church. In the days since, we've slowly learned more and more about those who were killed and injured in that shooting, and that's where we begin tonight. Heidi shines a light on the victims and what we know about their road ahead.
Outside Annunciation Catholic Church, no two names will you see more of than Harper and Fletcher. The family of Fletcher Merkel says their 8-year-old loved his family, friends, fishing, cooking, and any sport that he was allowed to play.
Please remember Fletcher for the person he was and not the act that ended his life. Give your kids an extra hug and kiss today. We love you, Fletcher. You'll always be with us.
The family of Harper Moisky says she was a, quote, bright, joyful, and deeply loved 10-year-old whose laughter, kindness, and spirit touched everyone who knew her. While Harper and Fletcher were killed, 21 others are recovering from their injuries. Vivian St. Clair was shot multiple times in the back and arm, according to a GoFundMe for the 9-year-old. It says despite her injuries, she ran from the church to the school gym, where a police officer scooped her up and rushed her to an ambulance. She was taken to HCMC, where her mom works. 12-year-old Sophia Forkas was also shot. According to a GoFundMe, Sophia's mother, a pediatric critical care nurse, arrived at work to help during the mass shooting before knowing it was her children's school that was attacked and that her daughter was critically injured. Her younger brother was also inside the school but not physically hurt. An update August 31st from family friend John Creasel says Sophia's dad says she is stable but still in critical condition. The family is asking for prayers. 11-year-old Genevieve Bissick's aunt told the Associated Press that she's been comforted by handmade cards from her classmates. Genevieve told her mom, according to the AP, quote, I can't say that I wish this wouldn't have happened to me because I don't want it to have happened to anyone else either.
I was like 2 seats away from the stained glass windows. So they were the shots were right next to me.
10-year-old Weston Halsney spoke with KARE 11 after the shooting, not knowing then he had a bullet fragment in his neck.
It traveled all the way through and stopped right before his carotid artery. So he's a very, very lucky little boy.
My friend Victor saved me though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
A GoFundMe says about Victor Greenewald, quote, his selfless acts helped to save many, but he and his sister were injured in the process. It says he's now out of the hospital and recovering. 13-year-old Andre Gunter Jr. was shot twice, and according to his GoFundMe, he had one request to his surgeon. Can you say a prayer with me? In a statement, his mother said, quote, unlike others, we are blessed to hold on to him. We will help him rebuild his life, his trust, and his confidence. David Haig was also injured. A GoFundMe for him says he's already undergone surgery and, quote, his road to recovery will be long, but he is showing incredible strength and resilience. Lydia Kaiser was injured while protecting her little buddy, according to a GoFundMe. Her father, a gym teacher at Annunciation, was also there and helped kids and families even as his daughter was entering the ER. The GoFundMe says, quote, Lydia and Harry are 2 heroes in our midst. While mostly children were injured, so were 3 adults in their 80s attending Mass. Diane Wilson-Erdman said on social media that it includes her parents. Diane said Ron had a minor head injury, while Sue had a serious injury. She said, quote, thank you for all your prayers. We are blessed to be part of this amazing community.
Weston's dad told NBC that his son would be undergoing surgery at Children's today to remove that fragment. Meanwhile, HCMC released today its final patient update. The hospital still has 2 children in its care, 1 in satisfactory condition and 1 in critical. There's also 1 adult in satisfactory condition.
Just hearing and seeing all of those names, Heidi, it just hits you the magnitude of this, and yet that's not even all 21 of these victims.
Yeah, that's correct, Kent. That's about half of the victims that we know about. There are still so many stories out there that we haven't heard yet.
So many young people needing so much support. Thank you so much, Heidi.